处，你为什么就不能跟我试一下呢？你连我爸都见过了，我爸对你很满意，你怕什么？
I don't want you to take any responsibility. Why can't you give me a try? You've even met my dad. My dad is very satisfied with you. What are you afraid of?
How did I know that Mr. Lee is your father? Besides, didn't you tell me to go home and wait for the notice?
Yes. Didn't I come to inform you now?
What did you notify?
I told you to be my boyfriend.
I am not here for a blind date. I am applying for a job.
Didn't you want to include accommodation? That park belongs to my family. Isn't living in the park the same as living in my house? So, aren't we living together? Can I live with another man casually? Then don't you have to be responsible for me?
Welcome to Asia China Unseen. In our last video, we saw a woman boldly pursuing a man. While her approach might have been a bit direct, I believe she's simply going after her own happiness. I wish her all the best.
现在已经是你追男的时代了，你就不要再想着等着男生来主动舔你了。
It's now the era where women pursue men, so stop waiting for guys to make the first move. The slightly better guys have already been taken. There are still some decent guys left, or potential ones, but there are also some very proactive women going after them. So ladies, when you come across a guy who seems decent, or you feel a connection with, you need to take the initiative. If you don't act soon, in a few years your age will be a factor. At that point, finding a somewhat normal guy will be very difficult.
女人啊，一定要尝试一次倒追，因为真正的好男人他是不流通的。
Women should definitely try pursuing a man for once, because a truly good man is rare, unlike those young guys who don't even know how to flirt. If you manage to win over a good man, you'll be happy for a lifetime. If you just wait for someone to chase you, you'll mostly end up with a jerk.
我真心建议大家都去主动追一次男生。
I sincerely suggest everyone to take the initiative to pursue a guy. I'm not saying you should flatter men or throw yourself at them. Before I turned 26, I was like a fool. I was so pretty, yet I waited for others to chase me. The results were either low-quality men who overestimated themselves, or those really flirtatious guys who chased after every pretty girl. Let me tell you, if he can charm you, he can easily charm others too. It wasn't until after I turned 26 that I figured things out. After that, I chose my partners and pursued them myself. This feeling is completely different from when I was passively waiting. The experience is just amazing. Why are many beautiful women so pretty, but they can't fall in love or chat? It's because you've never taken the initiative and have always treated yourself as a princess, and it seems that you are occupying a high position, but in fact, you are the pork belly on the board, and all the rhythms are controlled by the other party. Do you think he treats you as a baby every day, good morning and good night every day, hugging your back at any time? In fact, when he is chasing you, he is acting. When he is chasing you, he can pretend to be anything. The most exaggerated thing is that there used to be a person who flirted with me, and he often used cat emojis when he flirted with me. That's all I said. I said, I've heard that guys who like using cat emojis are all scumbags. Right away, he changed all his emojis to dogs, which shows how good he is at acting. So many people get pursued or married, and then he completely changes, and all his flaws come out. The things you liked before, like chatting, being affectionate, having manners, and knowing boundaries, are all gone. Another type is the passive guy. You think when he's chasing you, he's super warm and chats with you every day, and you feel really happy. But once he's got you, he starts to ignore you. You say good morning, and he doesn't even acknowledge you. It's not that he has changed his heart, but when he was pursuing you, that high-frequency chatting wasn't his norm. So, when he becomes a normal person and relaxes into his true self, you can't handle it. You even feel like he's giving you the cold shoulder. You immediately get emotional, feeling completely hooked, and you start to take the initiative, giving without expecting anything in return. Another important point is that the one who takes the initiative is always in control of the pace and holds the power. If I like you, I'll say it. If I want to see you, I'll ask you out. As for the one who passively waits, he has never been in that desperate state of chasing you, so he doesn't have to pretend. He is just his authentic self. If I find that I still like the real him during our interactions, I will keep him. If I discover that he doesn't meet my expectations and I don't like him, then he'll be filtered out. I always have this initiative, so I feel very free. In fact, when I'm pursuing someone, I can flirt with several people at the same time. Right? Don't think that just because you took the initiative and didn't get a response, you should feel bad. But did we give up on studying? In the end, it's about which school we can get into, right? You should have the mindset that any conversation is a win. Holding hands is a small win. Kissing is a big win, so just go for it.
Now, Shenzhen is truly an era where women pursue men. There are so many more single women than men, and the good ones have already been snatched up. Even if a man is in his 30s or even divorced, as long as he has a house and a car, he's still in demand. But once a woman turns 30, no matter how attractive she is, she can easily be criticized. You all say, isn't reality a bit harsh? But this is the truth. Do you agree?
姐妹们记住了，追帅哥一定要自信。
Ladies, remember, when pursuing a handsome guy, you must be confident. If you see a guy you like, just go for it. Don't worry about whether he likes you. If you like him, that's what matters. Don't hesitate. While you're hesitating, he could be flirting with someone else. If you're talking to someone, make sure you're not giving someone else an advantage.
In today's dating world, women over 30 should take a more proactive role and feel empowered to make the first move. Don't be embarrassed or feel like you're missing out. If you find a good man, go for it, pursue him and take the initiative. Don't hesitate to reach out, chat with him, or even ask him out. A solid relationship with the right person can lead to lifelong happiness.
我的每个男朋友都是我自己主动追来的，我才不管他喜不喜欢我。
Every boyfriend I've had, I've pursued myself. I don't care if he likes me or not. If I'm interested in him, I'll make the first move. I think there's a common misconception in dating. If you take the initiative first, you've already lost. The one being pursued is the one in the power position. It sounds like girls chasing after single guys is kind of embarrassing, right? But let me tell you, this is how you truly put yourself in the protagonist position, because the protagonist's feelings are what matter most. To me, guys are just excellent. The most handsome one is like the prince waiting for me to rescue him at the top of the tower. Whether he likes me or pursues me doesn't matter. What matters is whether I like them. I refuse to take a passive waiting stance. Instead, I take the initiative in relationships, which is the best way to hold a high position. I want you, so I walk towards you, and then we can walk together for a while. If one day I no longer want that, I will turn and leave, continuing on my own path. I have always been the one with feet, the one who is free to act. My emotions are fully felt and expressed. That is the true high ground.
现在基本上就是女追男的时代了。
It's basically an era where women pursue men now. Those quality women over 30, let's not hold back anymore. Don't think I'm being alarmist. For example, 2 months ago, a girl born in 1993 came to me. She graduated with a master's degree, works at the Health Commission, and has a stable job with her parents' retirement income. The girl is 1.63 m tall, and I introduced her to a guy born in 1991, a medical doctor working in a hospital in Guangzhou who has a car and a house. His height is average, only 1.70 m. At first, the girl was a bit put off by his height, but considering his income, education, and job, it wasn't too bad. She thought about registering at the hospital in the future without having to wait in line. So she said, let's just get to know each other for now. But the attitude was always lukewarm. When the guy asked her out for dinner, she wasn't very enthusiastic. The girl felt that, even though the guy was quite excellent, she wasn't lacking either, so there was no need to chase after him. But unexpectedly, during this process, a girl born in 1998 saw him through my social circle and was really attracted to him. This girl is about 1.70 m and works in a civil service administrative job, earning around 100,000 a year. So I told the girl, this guy is 7 years older than you and he's a bit shorter. Can you accept that? The girl didn't think twice and said, why can't I accept it? His education and income are both higher than mine. In life, height doesn't matter. I have height, he has intelligence, and our future kids will be excellent. If it weren't for his advantages in height and age, I wouldn't even dare to get to know a guy like him, who's such a scholar. After hearing this, I thought I'd give it a try and arranged for them to meet near Zhujiang New Town. After the meeting, the girl felt that the guy was well-informed, knowledgeable, and had a refined appearance, which made her very attracted to him. So she took the initiative to pursue this guy. The guy is usually busy with work, so the girl makes sushi, cuts fruit, and takes it to him. Over time, they ended up together. When the girl born in 1993 found out, she stormed over and asked me, "Isn't he supposed to be dating me? Why is he showing off his relationship with someone else on social media? Isn't that a jerk?" I quickly explained, "Aren't you the one who always complained about his height and had a lukewarm attitude towards him? It's a time when women pursue men. If a quality guy enters the dating market, many people will compete for him. You pretend to be reserved, but there are plenty of younger girls who can offer more emotional value than you. Why would he choose you?" But this older girl just can't understand why a guy would pass up a master's degree from a prestigious university to choose an ordinary undergraduate girl. Can someone explain that to her?
There are many marriage rankings, and men over 30 are actually more anxious to get married than women. Regardless of whether they have money or not, they are all very anxious. Those without money worry about always being broke and not being able to take on social responsibilities. Those with money worry about whether they will lose it and keep thinking about waiting a bit longer. On the surface, they seem calm, but inside, they are also panicking. Are there any guys around you who feel this way?
If a woman over 30 decides to just wait instead of being proactive, in a few years, she could be nearing 40 and might find herself only able to date men in their 50s or 60s. By then, it could be harder to find true happiness. What do you think? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you believe women should be the ones to pursue men too? Personally, I think there's absolutely nothing wrong with a woman going after the man she likes.